Hello, people. I hope that you are good tonight. Now we're going to start with the class. So remember that today we are supposed to organize with this specific part. We're going to start working on the unit 4. We're going to talk about food, right? So, uh, what are they doing on the picture A? What are they doing?
¿Será que con eso? ¿Qué tanto le diste ahorita? Pues ahí está el remedio completo, no se lo ha tomado. No, aquí ya me pasó la tos, pero se me tocó volverme a tomar. Está caliente.
People,
Sí, eso me importa mucho.
people, what are they doing there?
Apenas entraron aquí se paró. Entraron aquí se paró, yo creo que pensé que están esperando para ir, porque le apagan y yo,
Hello?
para estar hasta ahora, se nos va a dejar.
I'm gonna, yeah, it was the one. Okay, so people, what is happening here on the picture A? Who can tell me? What?
Cheeseburger.
Yeah, they are eating a burger, cheeseburger. Yeah, why not? What is there on the picture B?
Tacos.
Okay, tacos or burritos. Yeah. What is there on the picture C?
It's a rice.
Yeah, rice. We got the rice. What is there on the picture D? What is there on the picture D?
Fruits.
Okay, that is a fruit salad. Okay, yeah, perfect. So we got there the warm up. Okay, we're gonna start speaking about food items. So we got there beef, bread, butter, cheese, chicken, fish, grapes, onions, lettuce, melon, milk, rice, strawberries, tea, tomatoes, and tuna. Okay, so we got there different food items there. The idea is that we are going to start discovering what they are for. Okay, so in Spanish, who can tell me what beef is in Spanish?
Carne.
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 Yeah. Bread is the one that you eat with the breakfast. Yeah, coffee and bread.
Pan.
Butter, the one that you put onto the bread. Yeah, butter. Cheese is the one that you have with burgers, sandwiches, and everything. Chicken, okay, everyone knows chicken. Fish, perfect. Grapes, that is a fruit. Grapes. These are grapes,
Uvas.
okay? These are grapes, okay? Onion, okay? Yeah, we got their onions.
Cebolla.
Yeah, onion, okay? We put them into maybe into the burger, into the hot dog, or to make food, whatever. Lettuce, it is the one that we have on the burger. This is lettuce, okay? This is the lettuce.
Lechuga.
Lettuce, yes, okay. Then we got there the melon, yeah? This is melon, for example, in here. This is melon, okay? Milk, the one that we drink, yes. Rice, this is rice. We got there one, two, three rice balls there. Strawberries, okay. This is strawberry. Tea, the one that we drink, yeah. It could be green tea. We got there fruit tea. We got there hot tea, or we have cold tea like iced tea or Mr. Tea or whatever that is tea. Then we got their tomatoes, the ones that we put into the salad or into some food, tomatoes. And finally, we got there tuna, okay? Tuna, it is a fish that comes in a can, okay? Atún, tuna fish, okay? And this is it, the food items, okay? According to this, we're going to discuss the following situations in here. Let me open, where is my archive? Okay, in here, okay? Let me open this part and we're gonna start talking about, we're gonna talk about countable and uncountable count, right? But we're gonna talk about food items. Okay, so countable, the things, sorry, countable are the things I can count, the things which are possible to count. Okay, the things which are possible to count, and then we got there the uncountable, or non-countable. Okay, the things that are impossible to count, right? So they are impossible to count. Remember that we already spoke about that, okay? Ya nosotros hablamos de esto. This is like a general review from something that we have already seen many classes before. So that's why I'm going kind of fast, okay? Countable, for example, I can count people. I can count, for example, desks. Yes, I can count, for example, computers. Yeah, computers. Yeah, I can count. Um, I can count. Um, in this moment, I have nothing into count markers. Yeah, to say something, I can count markers. Yeah, so the objects which I can touch, maybe they are possible to count. Uncountable, there are some specific food items that I cannot count. For example, the liquids, yeah, they are liquids, sorry. The liquids, they are impossible to count, yes. For example, the grains, they are not possible to count, yes. Another thing that the fabric, for example, that is impossible to count in this moment, yeah. Money, impossible to count. The time, it is not possible to count, okay? So what happens there? For example, when I talk about liquids, I talk about water, I talk about, let's organize with this part in here maybe.
Yogurt.
Yeah, water, uh, yogurt, yeah.
Rice,
Liquid,
Milk.
milk,
Milk.
juice,
juice, perfect,
Tea.
coffee,
tea, coffee,
soda,
soda, yeah. So they are some elements that are impossible to count in this moment, okay? What about the grains? The rice, someone mentioned the rice, that is okay. Rice, lentils, yes, they are
Beans.
impossible. Beans, perfect. Beans, they are impossible to count, okay? Fabric, remember fabric? The one that I use for the clothes, the fabric, okay? They are impossible to count, okay? I'm going to make a parenthesis in here. The fabric is impossible to count. Money, the money is impossible to count. And the time itself, it is impossible to count, right? So according to this little vocabulary that we have in there, we're gonna mention on the book if it is countable or uncountable, okay? So what about beef? Countable or uncountable?
Countable.
No. It is uncountable.
Uncountable.
Uncountable. Okay. What happens? I'm going to write down in here like non-countable. Okay. The beef, it is like a piece of meat there, so it is not countable. Okay. What about bread? Countable or non-countable?
Comfortable.
Non-countable. Butter. What about butter? Countable or
Uncountable.
uncountable? What?
Uncountable.
Non-countable.
Uncountable.
What about cheese?
Incontador.
Uncountable. Chicken.
Incontador.
Countable.
Countable. Yeah, countable. So the chicken is countable. What about fish?
Countable.
Countable.
Non-countable. Okay, non-countable. I'm gonna explain you why. The fish, when it is alive, cuando está vivo, lo puedo contar. Pero cuando ya está servido, no lo puedo contar. ¿Listos? Es como, digamos, con una pequeña regla y su excepción al tiempo. Okay. What about grapes?
Ese
Countable.
puede-
What? Countable or uncountable?
Contador.
Yes, countable. Onions.
Countable.
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 Lettuce.
No countable.
Non-countable. Melon.
Countable.
Countable.
Milk.
No countable.
No countable.
Rice.
No countable.
Non-countable. Strawberries.
Countable.
Yes, countable. Tea.
Uncountable.
No countable.
No.
Non-countable. Tomatoes.
Countable.
Countable. And tuna.
No
No
countable.
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 No, non-countable. Okay.
Okay.
Tuna comes in a can, so it is impossible to say 1, 2, 3 tunas. No, tuna in general. Okay. So they
Okay.
are not countable. Okay, it is not countable. Now, according to this, we are going to classify. From this vocabulary what corresponds to meat or fish, what corresponds to dairy, what corresponds to fruit, drinks, vegetables, and starch. Okay, so what about meat? What elements from here are meat?
Beef, chicken, y fish.
Beef.
Beef, chicken,
Chicken, fish, tuna.
and tuna. Yes, beef, chicken, fish, and tuna. Okay, they correspond to this part. What about dairy?
Milk.
Milk,
Rice.
Tea.
Rice. No sé. Milk.
milk. Uh-huh.
Tea.
And no more?
No, no.
Okay.
No more.
Only milk. Okay, milk. Because they come from milk and cheese and butter. Milk, cheese, and butter. Because they come from milk. Okay, dairy, todos los lácteos. Butter, cheese, and milk. Okay, in this column. Fruits.
Teacher, I have a question.
Okay.
¿La cuajada cuenta?
Yes.
How do you say cuajada?
Yogurt.
Cuajada is cuajada because it is something from Colombia. It is a typical food from Colombia. Okay, so you say, I have your cuajadita. Okay, don't worry. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
so that is a typical dish from Colombia. Okay, we only say cuajada in Colombia. In Mexico, it exists, but it has a different name. It has a different name, okay? For example, like el calostro or something like that. It is from Colombia. It is a typical dish from here, okay?
¿El suero costeño también?
Sour, sour. The name is sour. Okay, I'm gonna write it like in here in daily. Sour. Okay,
Sour costeño.
sour. Okay, so we would say like sour. Okay,
Thank
costeño sour. It would be like that. Okay, fruit. We got the melon,
Strawberries,
strawberries,
Strawberry.
grapes,
and grapes. Yes, melon, strawberries, grapes.
apple.
Perfect. Apples. Yeah, we got there many fruits. Drinks.
uh, tea,
Milk.
Tea, coffee,
Juice.
soda,
juice, soda. Yes. Vegetables.
Lettuce.
Lettuce. We don't say lettuce, we say lettuce.
Lettuce. Tomatoes.
Tomatoes,
Tomato.
Carrots.
carrots,
Onions.
onions,
onions. Okay, from the ones that we have there. And finally, starch.
What is starch?
almidón,
Todo lo que sea de harina. Okay.
Beef.
We got
Bread. Sorry.
bread,
Cookies.
cookies,
Arepuelas.
okay. For example,
Oh, is arepa.
corn, arepuela is arepuela. That is something from here. Don't worry. Okay. So everything related to
Arepas.
arepa. Okay.
Arepa.
Okay. I
Bread of
remember.
yuca.
I remember my boss. Recuerdo a mi jefe. He was from the United States, and he loved arepas. So he always was telling like, Manuelito, can you get me some arepas, please? So I was like giving him. He really liked them. The arepas. In his pronunciation, it was arepas. Okay, and I told him, no, it is not arepa. It is arepa. And so he learned to say arepa. Okay.
Okay.
Now, my dear people, this is it. The idea was to complete this part. Now we're gonna move on a little bit, and we're gonna go to the lesson 1, and we're gonna talk about quantities, and we're gonna talk about numbers. Okay, quantities and numbers. Okay, so remember this part, my dear people. Remember this part, that when we got there the uncountable nouns or non-countable nouns, we speak about this, but when I want to count them, I have to be, I have to use, sorry, I have to use, I have to use, I have to use quantities, sorry, my mistake, quantities. I have to use quantities or measurement, okay? What happened to me tonight? Measurement. Okay. I have to use quantities or measurement in order to count the uncountable. Para contar lo incontable, debo utilizar esto. Okay. So remember that we can say, for example, box. We can say can. We can say, for example, bag. Yes. We can say, what else?
Package.
What?
Package.
Case?
Package.
pancakes,
Package. Okay. Package. Yes. Package. What else?
Bottle.
What?
Bottle.
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 Six pack.
Bottle. Sorry. I can use box, can, bag, package, bottle. Okay. Remember the measurement that we can use. We can say, for example, a spoon. We can say a pound. Yes. A
Cope.
kilo. Yes. What?
Cope.
A cup. A cup.
Yes.
A mug. A glass. Yes. So we got there different measurement or quantities in order to organize with the uncountable, right? So let's go back to the book and let's organize with this situation in here. We got there, my dear people. I hope that you have the book with you in this moment because we need to discuss these different things, okay? So pay attention to the image. We got there water, we got there juice, soda, water, bananas, cereal, carrots, yes? So we got the different elements talking about food items. We got their meat or beef, okay? So what is the intention? That we start discussing what is there in the picture. What is there in the picture? For example, uh, carrots. What letter is the carrots? The letter, the letter G. Okay, perfect. Letter G. Cereal,
E.
letter E. Bananas,
F.
letter F. Ground beef, it is letter A. Bottled water,
A.
Sí.
letter
Ah, no.
C. Yeah, letter C.
Sí.
Bottled water. Orange juice,
B.
letter B. Yes, very good. Soda,
D.
letter D. Yes, we got there some different food elements there. So let's organize with this reading. Who wants to read? ¿Quién quiere leer? Who wants to read? It starts with Megan. Who can read the number one? Megan and Craig.
Wilson.
Me.
Anders.
Continue, continue.
Megan and Craig Wilson and their children Andrea, 5, and Ryan, 3, live in California. Megan and Craig both work and they don't usually have time to cook. So they like easy to prepare food. The children love hot dogs, pizza, and cereal. The family often eats at fast food restaurants.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. It says that Megan and Craig Wilson, okay? So they have some specific eating habits, okay? Easy to prepare food. Easy to prepare food, okay? They like fast food, something that they can eat really fast, like pizza, hot dogs, hamburgers, soda, yes? So that family's situation talking about food. Another person, please, another person who reads the number two, the Ukitas family.
Me.
Yes,
The Ukitas live in Tokyo, Japan. Kazu Ukita lives with his wife, Tumi, and his daughters, Mika, 70, and Maya, 40. Kazu works for a car company. Tumi cooks breakfast before Kazu leaves for work at 7 a.m. They have dinner together at home in the evenings. They eat a lot of fish and rice. Sumi cooks all the meals for her family.
okay, perfect. Thank you so much, my dear. Look at their eating habits. They are really different to Megan and Craig, okay? Because Zumi cooks all the meals for her family. So it means that they prepare all the food in their house, okay? That is something different to Megan and Craig, Megan and Craig's family. Let's go to the number 3 who wants to read the paragraph number 3, Ramon Garcia.
I want.
Okay.
Okay. Ramon Garcia, his wife Sandra, and their children Alexandra, 16, and Fabio, 6, live in Quito. Live in Quito, Ecuador. It's a tropical country, so they eat a lot of fresh fruit. Mangoes, pineapples, bananas, and papaya. They also eat a lot of fresh vegetables, potatoes, rice, and meat.
Okay, perfect. Pay attention. Ramon Garcia's family has a totally different eating habits from Megan, from the Uquitas, and they eat fresh fruit. They live in a tropical country, so they eat fresh vegetables, potatoes, rice, and meat. Okay, so they are three different families. Three different families talking about eating habits. Okay, according to this reading that we organized, we got there some specific questions there. Question number 1. Which family eats a lot of fish? Wilson, Ukita, or Garcia?
Ukita.
Yes, perfect. Which family eats a lot of fresh fruit?
Garcia.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Which family eats a lot of rice?
Wilson. Wilson.
Ukita, ¿no?
Which family eats fast food?
Wilson.
Wilson.
The Wilson family. Which family has dinner together?
Ukita.
Ukita?
Yes, Ukita's family. Okay, this is it. Super simple. Super simple. Now we're gonna start talking about the countable and the uncountable nouns. Countable, non-countable nouns. Okay, how much and how many. Okay, remember, let's organize with our topic in here, and we use the expression how much. We use the expression how much when I ask about uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns. Okay. Cuánto o cuánta. For example, okay. How much money do you have? How much money do you have? Okay. How much money do you have in this moment? Okay. That is for non-countable nouns. Then we got the expression how many. Okay. How many it is when I ask about countable nouns. Okay. Example. Okay. Uh, how many, sorry, how many students are there in this class? How many students are there in this class in this moment? So it is possible to say a number, okay? It is possible to say a number. How much, cuánto, how many, cuántos, o cuántas, okay? Singular and plural, okay? So let's go to this part. Look at the picture. Look at the picture. This is a little picture. And it says there, can you count the eggs? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Totally yes. We would say yes. Can you count the cereal?
No.
No.
So no, we cannot count the cereal. Okay. Which is the non-countable? Eggs or cereal?
Cereal.
Sure.
Okay, the cereal. Okay, the cereal is the non-countable noun there. Talking about the picture. Okay. So let's continue talking about this. Oops. And we got there. Sorry. Oh. close the windows. Now, it says that here is the Wilson's family shopping list, okay? We got there 12 hot dogs, a box of cereal, 12 eggs, a carton of milk, a pound of ground beef, okay? This is the shopping list from this family. According to this, circle the correct choices. The red words are countable or non-countable nouns.
Are countable.
Perfect,
Countables.
countable nouns. The blue words, cereal, milk, and beef, are countable or non-countable?
Non-countable.
Okay, perfect, non-countable nouns. Letter C, non-count nouns do not have singular or plural forms.
Singular.
What?
Plural.
Plural. I'm going to explain that, okay? Los nombres no contables, al ser no contables, no tienen plural. Si ustedes se dan cuenta, fíjense aquí. Yo hablo de water, yogurt, milk, juice, tea, coffee, soda, rice, lentils, beans, ¿cierto? Water, agua. Yo no digo aguas. O sea, no puedo decir waters. Yogurts, milks, juices. No. Water, yogurt, milk, juice, tea. So it is singular, ¿ok? Lentils es una palabra singular. Es decir, yo no digo lenteja. En español sí decimos, es que usted es mucha lenteja, pero esa palabra no existe en español. Nosotros la hemos adecuado, ¿ok? Lentils es la palabra, o sea, la palabra es plural y es la única forma en la que se puede escribir, igual que beans, ¿ok? No puedo decir one bean, two beans. No, beans es la palabra general. No la puedo poner ni más en plural porque no existe, sino solamente la palabra como va. Pero de resto, por lo menos rice, yo no digo rices, arroces, no digo rice, ¿ok? Entonces, las palabras incontables, los nombres incontables no tienen un plural. A diferencia de los nombres contables que sí tienen un plural. Miren acá lo que yo hice desde el inicio. People. ¿Cuál es el singular de people?
People.
Person.
Person, ¿cierto? Person, singular, people, plural. Desk, desk, quito la S. Computers, computer, quito la S y ya queda uno solo. Markers, plural, marker, singular. ¿Ok? Entonces, las palabras contables, las cosas que son contables, sí tienen una forma del plural, mientras que las incontables no, solamente tienen una única forma de escribirse y no más. ¿Ok? That is why we say non-count nouns do not have, no tienen, do not have plural forms, no tienen forma de plural. ¿Ok? How do we measure non-count nouns? ¿Cómo contamos lo incontable?
No se puede, ¿no?
Si acabamos de decirlo.
How many?
Quantitative.
Perdieron el 5 todos. Quantify.
Measurement.
O measurement, ¿cierto? Con quantity o quantifiers o measurement. ¿Listos? Con eso es que podemos contar lo incontable. ¿Ok? So, let's organize with this grammar box according to this. Number 1. They have singular. Sorry, excuse me, I'm gonna drink something. Number 1. They have singular and plural forms. We can use numbers in front of them. Countable or uncountable? What do you say?
Countable, ¿no?
You say countable. Okay, let's go to the number 2. Number 2 says, they do not have plural forms. We cannot use numbers in front of them. We often use quantity words, a box, a pound, plus of in front of them. Countable or uncountable?
Uncountable.
Countable.
Uncountable nouns. Okay, so this is it. Countable, they have singular and plural. Uncountable, they do not have plural forms. Countable, we can use numbers in front of them. Uncountable, we cannot use numbers in front of them. We often use quantity words, a box, a pound, plus of in front of them, okay? So this is it in order for you to work with this situation. Now we are gonna go to this little part in here, and it says there, here are the shopping lists for the Garcia and Urquieta families. Write the food in the chart, okay? Countable, non-countable, okay? So you are gonna mention them to me. Countable, non-countable, okay? So what can you say from the lists that we have there? What can you say from the
Papayas.
countable? Papaya?
Countable. Papayas. Yes.
Where do you say papayas there? Ah, okay, yeah. Okay, papayas,
Bananas.
Bananas.
bananas,
Box.
Pineapple.
no. Eh, pineapple? Do we have their pineapples?
No.
No, we don't have there any pineapples.
Ah, esa es la primera que está tachada, teacher.
Ah, but that is the example.
Pizzas.
What?
Pizza.
Pizzas,
Right?
X.
Tomatoes.
tomatoes, and no more?
Bottle of soda.
No, that is uncountable. Okay,
No more.
let's go to the uncountable things.
Package of rice.
Okay, rice,
Milk.
Cereal.
Cereal.
meat, what?
Milk.
Milk,
Cereal.
cereal,
Soda.
Tuna.
what?
Bottle of soda.
Tuna.
Soda, tuna,
Milk.
milk is already there.
Bottles of soda.
Soda is
Yes.
already there. Beef, no? And beef.
No.
No more. So we got there our lists, okay? Countable, pineapple, papayas, bananas, pizzas, eggs, and tomatoes. Non-countable, bread, rice, meat, milk, cereal, soda, tuna, and beef. In this word, I have been listening to you, and you say milk. It is not milk, it is milk, okay? No con I, sino con una E, milk, casi una E, milk, okay? And no more talking about this, no more, okay? Now, pay attention. Answer the questions and then complete the active grammar box. How much coffee does the Garcia family buy each week? How much coffee? How much coffee?
gramos.
How do you say that in English?
500
500
G.
Remember, a pound. Una libra, a pound. 500 grams. A pound. Una libra, a pound. Okay. How many pineapples do they buy? How many pineapples?
One.
One pineapple. Okay, so we are supposed to write down in here one. Okay, one pineapple. Okay, talking about this. One pineapple. Okay, so active grammar. I know I'm gonna evaluate you in this moment. We use how we use how with countable nouns. How much or how many?
How many?
Many.
How many? And on the letter B, we use how. On the letter B, we use how with uncountable noun.
Many.
What?
How much?
How much with non-countable nouns, okay? That is perfect, okay? How many and how much, okay? How many with countable nouns, how much with non-countable nouns, right? So let's continue working on this situation and pay attention. We have in here some specific vocabulary that we are supposed to organize in this position, okay? So we got there coffee, match, tomatoes, 6, 2 boxes, yeah? So the idea is that we are gonna organize the vocabulary in these different places, okay? So number 1,
Match.
Much.
how much cereal do you buy each week? Okay, I'm going to organize with the letter. Maybe it is too big. Number 2, I usually buy
2 bucks.
2 bucks or 2 boxes.
2 boxes.
2 bucks.
Okay, I usually buy 2 boxes of cereal. Number 3, and how many?
Coffee.
How many coffee? Is it possible to say how many coffee?
Sorry. Tomatoes.
How many tomatoes do you buy? Number 4, about
6.
yes, about 6. Okay. Number 4. Let's continue amplifying this part. Number 5. How much?
Coffee.
Coffee.
How much coffee do you buy? I buy 1 pound of coffee. Okay, so this is it. These are the answers that sorry, that we have for this part. Easy or difficult, my dear people?
Easy.
Easy.
Easy. Okay, so I hope that you continue practicing on this part, okay? In this moment, we're gonna go, I have an exercise in here for you. It is an online exercise, sorry. And the idea is that we're gonna organize with this situation, okay? You're gonna tell me, teacher, countable or uncountable, okay? So,
Okay.
we're gonna show one questions. It will be like this. So, number 1, milk. Countable or uncountable?
Uncountable.
Uncountable. Correct. Number 2, money.
Uncountable.
Uncountable.
Number 3, air.
Uncountable.
Countable.
Number 4, student.
Countable.
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 Number 5, sand.
Countable.
Uncountable.
Countable.
Countable.
Uncountable.
Es arena.
Sand. Arena.
Uncountable.
Uncountable. Uncountable. Uncountable. Ink.
Uncountable.
Uncountable. The one that I use for the marker to write on the board, the ink. Okay? So it is uncountable. Thank you so much. Oil.
Uncountable.
Countable.
Uncountable. And
Countable.
Countable.
a little animal. Countable.
Countable.
Soup.
Uncountable.
Countable.
Uncountable. Water.
Countable.
Uncountable.
Sugar.
Countable.
Uncountable.
Countable. Car.
Countable.
Countable.
Boy.
Countable.
Countable.
Uncountable. Coffee.
Uncountable.
Uncountable.
Uncountable. Rice.
Uncountable.
Uncountable.
Uncountable. Ball.
Countable.
Countable.
Countable. Pears.
Uncountable.
Uncountable. Sorry. Orange.
Countable.
Countable.
Countable. Apple.
Countable.
Countable.
Countable. Tree.
Countable.
Countable.
Countable. Yes. So we got there, and our score is 100%. Okay, so we are pretty good with this situation. Now, pay attention to this. We are gonna go to the second task, talking about countable and uncountable. So, it doesn't like any or some ketchup on her French fries.
Some.
Esta parte no la hemos visto, ¿sí o no?
Any.
The answer is any. Okay. I ate a few or a little.
A little.
A little soup for dinner. Perfect. We don't drink many or much coffee.
Much.
Much coffee.
Much.
There cheese in the salad. Is or are?
Is.
Is there. I don't have
Any.
any money. How much or how many rice?
How much?
How much rice? How cups of coffee?
Many.
How many?
I don't like
Many.
many. How
How much?
friends? I have a few or a little friends.
A few.
A few friends. We don't drink
Much.
much orange juice. There is or there are.
There is.
There is. I buy a few or a little.
A few.
A few bananas. How much or how many apples?
How many?
How many apples? There are much or there are a lot of students.
A lot of.
There are a lot of students. We like a little or we like a few jelly.
A little.
A little jelly. Perfect. There is there or are there any tomatoes?
Are there.
Are there? Mary likes to eat any or Mary likes to eat some chicken for dinner.
Some chicken.
Some chicken. Perfect. There is or there are many beans in the soup.
There are.
There are. Perfect. Eating many or a lot of chocolate.
A lot of.
A lot of chocolate. Perfect. How many or how much milk?
How much?
How much milk? Perfect. Many or much restaurants?
Many.
Many restaurants. There aren't a lot of or much eggs?
A lot of.
A lot of eggs. There is many or there is a lot of ice cream?
A lot of.
A lot of ice cream. How much traffic or how many traffic?
How much traffic?
How much traffic? Okay, so 100%, 25 out of 25. So this is more or less for the people maybe that you have some specific questions. Remember that on some classes before, we spoke about some, any, and no, okay? Some, when we say algunos, o alguno, o algo, any para decir nada o ninguno o no, y no para decir no. ¿Listos? Recuerden que any lo digo en la oración negativa. ¿Ok? No, pues obviamente es para hacer una oración de manera positiva, pero la connotación es negativa. Ejemplo. There are some people in the class. O también puedo decir there are some, there are, there is some sugar in the pot, ¿ok? Para el singular y para el plural puedo utilizar some. ¿Se acuerdan que eso lo habíamos hablado? Any cuando voy a decir oraciones exclusivamente negativas. There aren't any people in the class. There aren't any people in the class. There isn't any sugar. There isn't any sugar in the pot, ¿ok? No hay ningún azúcar en el frasco, ¿ok? There aren't any people in the class. There isn't any sugar in the pot. And no, it is a positive sentence. Es una oración positiva, pero la connotación es totalmente negativa por la palabra no, ¿ok? There are no people in the class. There are no people in the class. There is no sugar in the pot. ¿Ok? Ahora sí nos queda más claro el por qué utilizamos some, any y no.
Yeah.
Okay. That is the explanation in this specific situation, okay? So, my dear people, for tonight, we have concluded with our class. I hope that maybe you have organized with this situation. We got there 19 people in the class, so I'm missing one person. No sé quién me hace falta, ahorita miraría yo quién me hizo falta. The idea is that remember that you should be connected to the class each night that we have, please, 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 because it is really important for our process, for your learning process. Tonight, I am hanging up the classes into the platform. Hoy les cuelgo las clases a la plataforma, la de el viernes y la de hoy. I have no more to say, just to say you thank you so much for being in the class. Thank you for participation.
Profe, una pregunta.
Okay, ask me a question.
Al fin el foro, ¿cuándo va a estar habilitado para subir la unidad 4?
Tonight. Okay. Because I have I was organizing the listening part, and it takes some time to organize that part, but I hope that tonight it is ready.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you for your participation.
Está la unidad, o sea, fotos de, es que no me conecté en ese momento porque no tenía internet, no escuché bien lo del foro.
No, don't worry. It is an activity that you have to do from the unit 3, okay? But I have to organize the listening part, so when I upload the activity, cuando suba la actividad, you will have there the instructions, okay? So don't worry about it. When I upload the activity, you will have 6 days to finish the activity. So don't worry about it in this moment, okay? When I upload the activity, you will have the time to solve the activity because you already have the book, so it is only giving answers and this is it, okay? So my dear people, thank you. What?
Which page are?
The lesson 3, the activity was, let me organize with this situation. It is the lesson 3 from the unit 3. Unit 3, lesson 3. This is the one that you will have on the platform. This is the homework, okay, that we have pending in this moment. So I will put this into the platform and I will give you some instructions to solve this specific activity, okay? But you need to have the listening to solve this part. You will need to have the listening to solve this part, and you will need to have only 2 listening situations. So I hope that tonight it is ready for you to organize with this situation, okay? And you will have 6 days to complete the activity, okay? And this is it. The lesson 3 from the unit 3, because we are today in the unit 4, okay? So this is what we have to do, okay? Don't worry.
Profe, pero no era la página 34 y 35.
No, lesson 3.
Ah,
Lesson 3.
ok.
Lesson 3. Lesson 3 from the unit 3, okay? This is it. This is the one that we have.
Ok, vale, ok.
Okay, so my dear people, I don't know if you don't have any more questions, we can say bye bye to each other, and I hope to see you on Friday. Okay. No more questions. So bye bye, my dear people.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
Bye bye. See ya.